top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Aggies offense will have the football first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the... and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. And I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
They'll move the tight end. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
It's a curious play call offensively to try to throw after that great gain on the ground the snap before. If you're winning in the trenches up front, keep it going. Let the big fellas go to work. I don't like the idea of throwing the ball there.
Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Nix. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Quickly to the tight end. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Using his feet. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilson. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. You're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
The Aggies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. A pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you'd like to think that you'd either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. Just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw again. Gets it out fast. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Didn't move it a millimeter on that last play, and now they'll try it again on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll go to the sneak. The sneak scores it.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Florida Atlantic Owls offense will go to work for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air on 2nd down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Red pass, it's complete. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on second down. Using the quick game. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Swings it out to the flat. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that is...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Coastal Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there on the surf, turf, and Conway. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They'll run the screen. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They'll leave it with him.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Dumps it to the back. That's reeled in. It's Wilson. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. And that's going to open up your running game later on.
He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with completion and gets the big first down.
Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Texas A&M going quickly. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's a quick throw out to the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Completes it in the middle. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida Atlantic has the ball back. Vince will try to for a drive. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here. It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, get in the fumble.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. power football with the run.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's moving out of the pocket. Touchdown, Aggies! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the move, it's McGee. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect. game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
Turn inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Florida Atlantic offense return to the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. To the air on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Trying play action. They're working that left side. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Turning it on! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic! A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed record. He got the job done.
It was a long... That took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world, but it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Slithers into space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's good for Fighting Texas Aggies.
Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes. It just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting them pushed. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick release on the RPO. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Brings it down on the right side. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Might as well give it to him again. Breaks into the open. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, Dave. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Tight end now in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Leaves it with the back. Running to Green. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Working that left side now. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Give to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time.
Get set, get set.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Texas A&M going up tempo. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. 3rd and goal where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Aggie! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Hard running there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. We got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too. That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. The give on the inside. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. So the A&M offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Still looking, on the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46. One more play to pad the stats. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement.